This is the Nicole Harris Podcast. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Nicole Harris Podcast. Today I have with me rap artist King Shampz. And I want to welcome you to the show. I'm so happy to have you on. How are you?
I'm good. I can't complain. You know, another day, another dollar. We all trying to get it, so I'm here, you know.
That's what's up. Okay, so for those who may not know, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, where are you from?
I'm originally from West Philly, Philadelphia, PA.
Okay.
You know, south side of West Philly to be exact. So, you know, I grew up there my whole life. And, you know, I constantly represent that neighborhood in my records all the time.
Right.
And, yeah, you know, I'm from West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Okay. We want to know more about your music. So tell us, what new projects are you working on or do you already have out?
Well, right now I'm working on a project called Road to Peru. And that's basically going to be an EP with me and my brother Azan. And I appreciate you actually, you know, taking the time out, you know, to interview me today as well. So I thank you for that.
Of course.
It's going to be a dope project, you know. Like I said, it's going to be called Road to Peru. And that's going to be dropping later on this year. It's going to be around 7 to 8 tracks, but it's going to be, you know, quality music. You know, we're going to be quality music always. And it's going to be a very innovative tape. I don't think a lot of people are making the kind of music we're making right now as far as what we're about to head into, what we're about to transition into. So it's going to be an exciting project.
Okay, well, we're definitely excited about that. I can't wait to hear it. I know that, and we're going to listen to a little bit of two that you already have out. The ones that I really like, Can't Get Enough. And, you know, it has that vibe. I really like that. And also Dark Leather. I love that the cover is Run DMC. Can you tell me a little bit about those two?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Can't Get Enough was a record, again, that me and my brother Azan collaborated on. Okay. And it was just like a song we wanted to kind of blend some of the newer lit stuff, you know what I mean, with more like the old school vibe to it, just like the perfect blend. Right. So Can't Get Enough was more of in that range.
Need some bloodshed. Shit, I ain't bullshitting.
Swag on incredible, money flow is gorgeous. Evolution of hustlers, black on black Porsches. Run the numbers up, first gangster to make the Forbes list. Vicious money laundering, selling coke like it's corporate. Fly young nigga, bad bitches into the fortress. From dimes and nicks to bricks, Peruvians join forces. Married to the game, young homies, no divorces. Gang gun tame, you gon' need reinforcements. I am him, respect the Don Dada. Niggas claim beef on the streets, but do nada. I'm a young shotter that strapped with mad choppers. All I care about is pussy, pistols, and Prada, making dollars in Nevada, Vegas, Sparks, Reno, flood, coke and casinos, any place that need blow. Hand me the right dough, you get what you pay for. Chef in the kitchen, I've mastered these kilos. Yes, I'm part of the cartel. Move that, Odell, the net pays me well. Stay lawyered up, I avoid the cell. Kill niggas who tell, fuck who don't wish me well. Roll me a L, shells turn men pale. Stash all the work in a mozzarella. I tend to excel, watch me prevail. Stick to the code, I will never fail.
Nigga, I can't get enough, so I don't talk. Do not discuss that on my dough. Low on the hush, get money been calculated. My nigga, we living lush, what it look like.
My crew by they loot, shake niggas like Babe Ruth. Don't hesitate to shoot, throw bodies off jack roofs. I keep my hands clean, roll green and stretch troops. When phone call, make hours fall, let wolves loose. Dodge vest pursuits, my nigga, I'm living proof. Design for these streets is fitting like Tilly suits. You were off the rack hustle, I come from the same fabric. School of hard knocks, you not from the same campus. Took different classes, young young homie, I'm straight savage. All of the hustle, coke dances on my canvas. Avoid the slammer, take 300-year chances. Me bodies disappear, homicide, got no answers. Yeah, yo, Picasso, blow Basquiat. I'm always on my shit, smoke Cubans on my yacht. Only fuck with models for L's and give top. From the block to the skybox, album non-stop. Listen, I am made for this. Go on my wrist, I packs a 4/5. Play games with my shit, I guess devilish. Load up the clips and puff, you don't exist, motherfucker.
Nigga, I can't get enough, so I don't talk. Do not discuss that on my dough. Low on the hush, get money, then calculated. My nigga, we living lush, what it look like.
Carry myself cocky, cause my wrist stay rocky. Cuban links rockin' minks, jealous niggas wanna pop me. Pussies can never stop me, all they can do is copy. When you're bending the wheel, shoot to kill, I leave you sloppy. Keys fronted from Poppy, goddamn, I got the Monty. Possess charisma to control the winner, fizz never lock me. Can't disturb my groove, young pimp is too smooth. Pass the bricks to my muse, ain't no telling how much I move. I'm low key but flashy, ruthless and still classy. Foreigners pull up on curves, those birds, they wanna bag me. Stay away from lames, I'm 10 toes in the game. These niggas all strange, made my fame from slinging cane. Put some respect on my name, when you speak it, one call, get you deleted. Beef, I like to eat it. I'm the wrong one, those hammers, I leave you speechless. I get though like Regis, that be a little secret. You hate on Shampz and Dane and the team, cause the crew clock digits. Move made, man, pay no attention to old niggas. It's none of my business how you decide to survive. Just as long as you don't try, our worlds will never collide.
Nigga, I can't get enough, so I don't talk. Do not discuss that on my dough. Low on the hush, get money, then calculated. My nigga, we living lush, what it look like. Dead wrong, nigga. Live from Peru, dead wrong, nigga. Yo, the team here is strong, nigga. Word, yeah, from live from Peru, nigga. Word.
And that was dope. I really enjoyed that.
And Dark Leather was just like a hardcore kind of lick, kind of the same format we use for Can't Get Enough, but we wanted to make it a lot more slicker in a way. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like where the title came from, like Dark Leather. And, you know, Run DMC, like, you know, those guys at the top around Punch Board, you know what I mean, for hip hop is concerned. So like, we really wanted to go on ahead and dedicate like that title to them, and it was like the perfect cover art to use. Right. You know. So yeah, those records definitely was crafted that way, where we wanted to kind of blend the old school with the new school in a way.
Black shades cover the face of a great. First on the scene, arrive, passion relate. The killers on the take to make my safe. I proceed to push weight, cop large estates. I dictate the pace, got lions laying in wait. Combat the hate with yellow tape, you sent your fate. Maseratis and race, create exquisite escapes. Elaborate schemes, get the cream, I'm about my papes. A young hustler, pop suckers who's undercover. Police lovers, one is gone for mad summers. I take keys, slow the speed and do numbers. A young wise king, my crew ain't up and comers. Vicious drug smugglers, extendo clips. Cowards play gangsters, we live this shit. Real live men who thrive off sin. Crackheads the wind, shine hard on these frauds, man, I'm not like them. We make moves, connect dots, collect cheddar. We shake dudes and make drops in black letters. My team supreme, tough like dark leather. My team supreme, tough like dark leather. We roll deep but don't sleep, we move clever. We tow heat but don't speak, we know better. My team supreme, tough like dark leather. My team supreme, tough like dark leather. Untouchable thug, hop on a gun smoke. Armani trench coat, let you know I move dope. A sniper with the toast, the wrong one to provoke. Rebels react reckless anytime I say so. I let them know what's the difference between me and you. I get it from the mud, y'all tell lies and sound true. Niggas going broke, can't run with my crew. Money long like Giannis arms, make haters face blue. Not a fuck, given that's how I play ya. Living my heart pump, venom, I leave your brain spinning. I about to clean the slender, make the hardest turn timid. I'm all about my business, see murder, there's no limit. My life's authentic, drop ditches in diamond districts. Young fly nigga, grab bricks that I can build with. I'm on some money shit, dressed in designer print. Females is loving it, I'm a handsome pimp. I can't deny his levels to being fly. The wrong on the rise, don't want no problem with us guys. Got mafia ties who say mobsters don't prosper. You must follow a different mantra, I got you. We make moves, connect connect dots, collect cheddar. We shake dudes and make drops and black letters. My team supreme, tough like dark leather. My team supreme, tough like dark leather. We roll deep but don't sleep, we move clever. We tote heat but don't speak, we know better. My team supreme, tough like dark leather. My team supreme, tough like dark leather. A west side nigga rock furs from Moscow. GQ figure bring swag to my style. Getting papered up, I let the money pile. Young kid with the bright smile, stretch white like the now. Cause and effect, I'm strapped with 2 texts. My bitch is well kept, I hustle with intellect. Diamonds on my neck, I'm ignorant when I flex. Champagne on deck when I step on lead jets. I must confess, I chin check for my respect. Y'all play games, got mad aim and no regrets. I let a lie slide, play boy, your time's up. You don't wanna see the mother of your kids tied up. Collect the ransom, dip off in the phantom. Leave bodies and pens landing fast, they can't stand them. If they try to gauge, I'll make the front page. A crew of renegades that leave your block sprayed. Give cement lays the ghosts of Dutch Schultz. You know I stash your money in the votes. I got that hustler in me, I turn nothing to plenty. Niggas can't do nothing with me. We make moves, connect dots, collect cheddar. We shake dudes and make drops and black letters. My team supreme, tough like dark leather. My team supreme, tough like dark leather. We roll deep but don't sleep, we move clever. We tote heat but don't speak, we know better. My team supreme, tough like dark leather. My team supreme, tough like dark leather.
And you know, I felt that. You know, the title, I mean, I just felt like it was a perfect match. So, you know, shout out to you for that one. Who else did you work with on some of your music?
To be honest, me and him really just collaborate. If it's not inside the camp, because me and my brother have a label called Dead Wrong Records. If it's not anybody inside the camp, we really kind of keep everything within us, you know what I'm saying, if that makes any sense. We just collaborate on all of the music and we put a lot of stuff together. Not meaning that we're not going to have a lot of collaborations with other people in the near future,
right?
But now, as far as like Road to Peru, all of the production is entirely done by him.
Okay, and speaking of which, is it someone that you're looking to collab with in the future? Are there any artists that you're in particularly looking forward to working with?
Not particularly artists, just dope artists. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're a person that believes in perfecting your craft, then you're somebody I definitely want to go in ahead and work with. Okay. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're trying to make sure that your craft is at an elite level, I'm the kind of person that'll go in ahead and collaborate with you. You know what I mean? And I just feel sometimes that, you know, in the game right now, as far as like dealing with different artists, everybody's not on the same tier.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to actually make a lot of collaborations with people. Unless you, like I said, unless you're into that, unless you're on the same tier as that person, I consider myself on an elite tier as far as like rapping is concerned. So I want to go in here and do stuff with other elite people. So I feel like we're on the same wavelength and we can go in here and create, that I'm always down for sure.
Sounds good. Okay. And so what do you think about the state that hip hop is in now? How do you feel about as far as moving? Do you feel like, you know, it's right where it should be? Do you think everybody's sounding the same? And how do you keep yourself different from the rest of the pack?
Well, to tell you, those are really good questions. You know, when you talk about the state of hip hop, it definitely could be better. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Me being a younger artist, I kind of take on the brunt of, you know, just being good and being young. You know, you look at other artists, you know, all those guys is like 30 plus, which is cool. That's fine. But everybody that's from that generation of like 18 to like 30, like hitting 30 on the head, they're not really good. They're not, you know, that's being honest. You know what I mean? That's being honest. And, you know, I just turned 27, so I take pride. I take pride in being elite. Like, I take pride in that. Right. So when I'm sitting here and I'm crafting songs with me and my brother Azan are crafting songs and putting things together, we always look at it from the perspective of, okay, if this is going to be my profession, if this is going to be something that I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life, then I want to do it at a high level. It's like if you're to Bojangles, okay, because you're from down the way, I know you know about Bojangles. You want the Bo-Berry biscuits to be good. You know what I'm saying?
What you know about that?
I went to school down there. I went to Mount Zion. Yeah, I went to Mount Zion. I was football and basketball.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I got family down there. Like, my dad's people is all from down there. Raleigh, Greensboro, Durham. I was down there for a whole year. Yeah, so trust me. I know about Piggly Wigglies and all that. So, I know about the whole scene down there. Trust me.
Okay.
From Piggly Wigglies to the Gold Room in Greensboro. Like, I know about pretty much a lot of things down there for sure. But being honest, like I said, you just want quality when you're going to these places. You're not expecting anything else. So I feel like you still got guys that are younger and that are trying to keep the culture alive. With keeping a certain elite skill set that was needed back in the day when you needed to rap. Like, if that was the thing you were going to do, that was something that was needed. So I feel like the state of hip hop definitely could be better. To answer the next question, I just feel like this: when you're an artist, you're supposed to be striving for perfection all of the time.
Right.
And I feel like when, you're looking at, well, kind of to piggyback off the first question, is the state of hip hop is just, it's interesting to say the least right now. You want to take pride in all of your work. It's all about being creative. It's all about being authentic and relatable. I feel like once you have those three things, then it automatically separates you, especially today. You're looking at a lot of guys that all sound the same. Right. All the music sounds the same. All the cadence, all the production sounds the same. So if you're separating from that, where you're at least doing something different, you're automatically going to get some form of attention. Right. Now, that doesn't mean that it's good music just because it's different. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that's dropping different music that isn't good.
Right.
So that doesn't mean anything. But when you're doing this kind of music, especially hip hop, it's the kind of genre that you have to relate to your audience. Any genre is, but especially hip hop, because it's more of a black art. So that's how I feel about it for sure.
That's decent. And so, look, I know we were talking about Run DMC and you looking up to them. Who are some of the other people, maybe old school hip hop, that you kind of look up to, who you drew your inspiration from to rap? What made you decide to start rapping?
Well, to tell you the truth, all of the legends, and I know that's vast. I mean, it's many, but I'll try to break it down as best I can. Nas, Jay-Z, Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang Clan, AZ. I'm a huge Pusha T fan. I grew up listening to those guys: Dipset, G-Unit, Beanie Siegel, The Roots. The list goes on and on. Basically, anybody that's legendary and iconic, Big, Pac. I probably said those two, but those guys for sure. You know what I mean? Of course, your Run DMCs. Going back even further, just studying those guys. Gangstar, I'm a huge fan of. You know what I mean? Guru definitely had bars for real. One of the most underrated MCs, in my opinion. Pete Rock, CL Smooth. So it's a lot on that list that influenced me to kind of do it. And I can go back to a moment in time that made me really want to pursue rap, when Jay-Z dropped the Fade to Black DVD. When it basically showed, yeah, like when that was dropped, I was hyped. I was hyped. I said, I want to do that.
So this is it.
Yeah, I said, whatever he's doing, I want to do that.
Okay, I feel you.
I want to do that. So at a young age, like I looked at that and said, you know what? Let me get into that. And I was always exposed to music,
Okay.
you know, from an early age. I think me and my brother, we both were classically trained as far as being pianists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I can get on the keys too now. You know,
Okay.
don't sleep on me.
Okay.
All right, don't sleep on me.
All right.
So from an early age, we played the piano, played the drums and everything. And music was always in the family. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Actually, one of our cousins won is one of the top gospel awards. He was with the Wilmington Mass Chester Choir.
Okay.
He won a top gospel award. I forget what it's called at the moment. But music was always in our family. We were always surrounded by it. And, you know, even when you're around all of these great environments, your environment dictates who you become. You know what I'm saying? So even when you're in a good family environment, when you step outside, it's a totally different animal.
Right.
So we started to embody what our environment was. You know what I'm saying? And becoming products of it and really rapping about it. You know what I mean? Even when you're playing football and basketball, you're still dabbling here in the streets. You're still dealing with a lot of street politics. So it kind of molded us into the artists we are today. It kind of molded us into the kind of music we do.
Okay.
So as far as like influences, yeah, like listening to all the legends, all the greats. And then I've always been a person that takes pride in what I do, whether it's football, basketball, you know, whatever the case may be. I'm a person that, you know, wants to be the best. I strive for perfection consistently. So in order to be the best, you got to study the best.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
It's just like you with your podcast or whatever you're doing during the day. I'm pretty sure that you're like, okay, in order for me to make this crack the way I wanted to crack, I need to study some of the people that are having success with it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I come from with it. You know what I mean? As far as my influences, in order to be great, you got to study the greats.
Sounds like a wise 27.
Yeah, you know, I've been around. You know, like I tell people all the time, you know, maturity comes from experience, not age.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of old ass fools too.
Say that.
You know, that just doesn't, you know what I mean? That just means that you live long as a fool.
Right.
It doesn't mean that you're necessarily wise.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it goes with experience and understanding for sure.
Well, recently Drake's dad came out and said that his lyrics were basically false. They were lies.
No.
Drake told him that, you know, basically it was to sell music. What do you feel about rappers of that stature, I guess I should say, having like ghostwriters or having someone to write your own or write their lyrics? Do you still see them as an artist, or, you know, what are your thoughts on that?
I feel like they're great at they're just okay. Let me try to break this down as best I can. Hip hop is a thing where you have to rely on yourself. It's like boxing. Boxing, you can't have the trainer in there fighting for you.
Right.
You've got to fight whoever that is head on. You get what I'm saying? So hip hop to me has always been that way. If you look at other genres of music like R&B, pop, or whatever the case may be, Whitney Houston had a writer. Bobby Brown had a writer. Unless you're talking about people like Marvin Gaye, who wrote his own material, or Donny Hathaway that wrote his own material. A lot of these people had writers. Janet Jackson had Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. You know, Morris Day had Prince. So all of these guys, if you're talking about in that genre specifically, nothing's wrong with it. But in hip hop, being specific, that's a problem. You know, you can't be top anything if you don't write your material.
Right. I totally
You
agree.
could be a great entertainer. Michael Jackson was a great entertainer, but Michael Jackson wasn't writing those lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in hip hop, it's always been a thing where you had to write your own story and not let anybody write your own story for you.
Right.
Because the thing is, it's an originality thing. You know what I mean? Like hip hop is an original thing. It can't be me writing about somebody across the street and expecting me to relate to that. You know what I mean? I don't know what that man does in his spare time after sits. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know what I mean? I can't write that.
Right.
I can only write from my experience. So I feel like that's a problem. But it's something that's been going on in hip hop quiet as it's kept for a long time. You know, and I feel like people like Drake have actually put light on it, whether they wanted to or not, via Pusha T. You know, and Meek Mill and a lot of other guys like saying their piece, but that's been going on forever. You know what I mean? Is it right? No, but it's a practice that's been going on for some time. So, you know, I feel like you got to go on ahead and keep it original. But a lot of guys is doing stuff to sell records. You know, if you honestly think that, if you honestly think these guys is out here shooting guns and, you know, moving bricks with Poppy and, you know, doing all this shit, if you honestly think that that's going on, like in their day-to-day lives, then you need to be in a mental asylum. You need to be. Now that doesn't mean, again, because I rap about it myself. So I would put myself in the same category. I'm real like that. That doesn't mean that I wasn't into these things. That doesn't mean that I haven't experienced these things. But I'm not doing that right now. I'm on a podcast and shit. So it's no reason. You know what I mean? It's no reason to do that. Don't think for a second that that's what's going on, because it's not. You know what I mean? We all trying to get out of our situations and circumstances, and we use hip hop as that vehicle.
And that leads me to the next question. I'm glad you said that. Do you think that rapping could open other doors for new ventures for you? Do you see it as rapping only, or are you looking to progress to other things?
Oh, definitely progress. I mean, you know, I feel like hip hop is a stepping stone. For me especially. I'm a workout dude. I work out all the time. So I want to be on, you know, I want to be on Men's Health Journal. I want to promote that. You know what I'm saying? Health in the Black community. That's something that we need. You know, something, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people just want to go on ahead and act like we don't have diabetes, we don't have high blood pressure, we don't have these things in the community. And, you know, nobody sheds light on it. You can still get paid from those things. You know, you got all of these different places you can get endorsements from, you know, while still spreading a positive message. So those are things I want to get into as well. Hedge funds, investing into different businesses and understanding, you know, when to sell and when not to. So it's a lot of different things we have that's we're going to use hip hop as a stepping stone for. And I feel like that's what hip hop was made for you to take advantage of the situation that's being presented. So if you get in and you find other ways. Right. Because as we both know, it's too many stories of broke rappers. Right. You don't ever hear anything about the broke executive. Right. You know, the broke investor. Those things, you know, those are like oxymorons. So definitely, those are things we're definitely going to be getting into. Just to say at the moment, you know, I'm not going to say all the other things I want to go on ahead and get into, but those are some of the things I want to get into, other than music for sure.
Look, that's decent. I'm so glad that, you know, you have those thoughts and you have so many things that you want to do, because there's so many people who not just rap, but just get into one frame of mind and get stuck, you know, and there's so many other things that can be done. So I'm glad that you are approaching it that way, and that you're open-minded and you're broad about it. Really quickly before I go, and I hate to end this podcast on kind of a sour note, but I do follow you on social media, and so I have to bring it up. You're a Cowgirls fan. Let's just go ahead and put it out there.
Okay, so hold on. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. All right, number one. Okay, before we even start this conversation, watch your mouth. All right, Dallas Cowboys, America's team.
Oh,
all right, I am a fan of.
Oh,
okay. So go on ahead. I'll answer the next one. We just had to, do a little house clean.
I said, and I was saying to myself, Nicole, don't say nothing. He's gonna be on the podcast. Don't say nothing. But I was watching you. I was like, I know
I'm a
Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I'm a diehard.
Okay.
I'm a diehard.
I'm gonna let you have that one. I'll drag you on the next podcast if you come back on, because we're just getting acquainted now. But when you come back on, it's gonna be a problem.
Oh, who is your team?
I
want to. Nah.
I used to like the Redskins. Don't say nothing. I said used to.
Oh, well, I'm about to say.
I don't even follow it no more. I just do fantasy and get my money and I be out.
Listen, come on over to the blue side, man. We got enough time for you.
You just
don't worry about it.
Me in my chest. I mean,
leave them Indians alone and get with the Cowboy.
Hey, look, King Shampz, it was a pleasure checking in with you. Man, you were so fun. You definitely, when you drop Road to Peru, you better, and usually I ask people, please come back on, but you better come back on the podcast so we can play it and listen to it and catch up.
Absolutely. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that we was able to do it. It was fun, and it was an informative thing. You're a great host, man.
Thank you so much.
You're a great host. I definitely enjoyed it. Other than the last question, for sure. I definitely thank you, and I'm very grateful for you having me on, for sure.
I appreciate you. Look, let the listeners know, how can we get some of that dope music? Where can we find you?
Well, you can follow me on Instagram at King Shampz. That's KINGSHAMPZ. On Twitter as well, it's the same handle, KINGSHAMPZ. And you can go on ahead and follow me on SoundCloud, Dead Wrong Music, Dead Wrong Records. You can go right on the page. We've been dropping music consistently.
Yes.
We just ended our campaign for Dead Wrong Tuesdays because we're kind of locking in on finishing up Road to Peru. That's the main priority right now. The main objective is to finish that. So you can find us on there. You can find us right on Dead Wrong Records on SoundCloud, where artists will have updated music, whether it's a freestyle or original song. So yeah, follow us on there. We're always talking our talk, you know what I mean? Right. Twitter, I definitely act more of a fool on, but you can definitely follow me on there. And I always interact back and forth with everybody, and I appreciate the love.
Definitely, and your music is hot, and we will certainly be looking out for you. Thank you again so much for coming on. I really appreciate the company, and like I said, you're invited back anytime, okay?
Thank you so much. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome, and thank you so much for tuning in, everyone, for the listeners. If you want to listen to him, make sure you check him out. He is definitely dope. And thank you for tuning in to the Nicole Harris podcast. And until the next time, I'll see you out there. Peace.